DMT is without a doubt one of the most powerful and mysterious psychedelic substances known to humankind. In this video, I'll share why this study right here will change the future of DMT research in a truly mind-blowing way. Now, for several years here on this channel, I've been discussing the mysteries of DMT because if you ask me, this substance is more than just some psychedelic. This represents a tool or a key unlocking breakthrough discoveries into some of life's biggest questions, including what is the nature of reality. DMT produces absolutely extraordinary effects on the mind, which are consistently described as an out-of-body experience in which we encounter an alternate world or reality beyond our physical universe. What are we to make of these DMT realms, these alternate planes or dimensions or parallel realities? Are these all just some hallucinations in the brain, or is there some deeper mystery beyond anything that science has yet to discover? These are huge questions with potentially revolutionary implications that are just waiting for us to look more deeply. DMT represents a telescope that's waiting for us to peer through it, right? Now, that being said, DMT is notoriously difficult to study in large part because the DMT experience is very brief in duration, right? The effects only last for a short period of time. On average, a DMT experience lasts around 15 minutes, and it can be very difficult for a psychedelic explorer to bring back substantial information from that state. So here's the question. What if there was a way to extend the DMT state to prolong the experience so that we can better investigate the mysteries around this psychedelic compound? In this video, we're going to discuss the astonishing potential of extended state DMT, and stick around to the end of this video because I'm also going to share some thoughts as to why this research could truly revolutionize our understanding of the nature of consciousness and the cosmos. What's up, my friends? My name is Jonas. I'm the founder of Inner Vision Psychedelics, and here on this channel we're all about psychedelic education and consciousness exploration. Please like this video and subscribe to support this mission. Now, again, this study right here could change the entire future of psychedelic research. So let's dive right in. This study was authored in 2016 by Dr. Rick Strassman and Andrew Gallimore. These are two of the world-leading experts in the study of DMT. I'm just going to read directly from this study for a moment. The phenomenology of the DMT state is of great interest to psychology and calls for rigorous academic inquiry. The extremely short duration of DMT effects, less than 20 minutes, militates against single-dose administration as the ideal model for such inquiry. We demonstrate that the unique pharmacological characteristics of DMT make it amenable to administration by target-controlled intravenous infusion. This is a technology developed to maintain a stable brain concentration of anesthetic drugs during surgery. So in other words, there's a medical technology that offers continuous infusion of a given drug or compound that's used to administer anesthesia during surgery, right? So using this continuous infusion, we can actually stabilize the amount or the concentration of DMT in the system. Rather than having a 10 or 15 minute DMT experience, hypothetically, this would enable us to have a 30-minute, an hour-long, or even longer DMT experience. And as the authors state in this article, this approach will allow research subjects to be induced into a stable and prolonged DMT experience, making it possible to carefully observe its psychological contents and provide more extensive accounts for subsequent analysis. Now, admittedly, this is pretty extreme, what we're talking about here, right? I mean, this is the Mount Everest of psychedelic exploration. It is not without risk. But it also wasn't without risk to send astronauts to the moon, right? And that was one of the most significant and monumental achievements in all of human history. So why is this important? I mean, what's at stake here? Well, simply put, This investigation into non-ordinary states of consciousness could help us gain new insights into some of life's greatest mysteries. What is the nature of consciousness? Is there more to reality beyond what we can perceive, like an interdimensional multiverse? Are there other intelligent beings or entities or life forms out there in existence? Survey data around DMT experiences indicate that these DMT realms are almost always populated or inhabited by beings that seem conscious, sentient, intelligent, and just as real as you and I. Who or what are these DMT entities? Striving to answer these questions could help humanity grow and evolve in ways that are just simply unimaginable, right? And previous research into DMT has established a precedent that there is potentially a lot of valuable information to gain from exploring these DMT states, such as this study from 2019, which is the largest ever study of DMT experiences to date. It surveyed 2,561 DMT experiencers and found that more than 2/3 of respondents reported gaining a message or an insight from their DMT experience, and more specifically from the entity encounter experience. These messages or insights broadly fell into a number of different categories, such as interconnectedness. This experience was them showing me that we are all connected, all one. Death and the afterlife. This space was the after-death state. Another person said there was the insight that death is not the end. Divinity. The entity telepathically gave me information that said this being was in service of God, and even making predictions about the future. There's going to be a clear and distinct divide and a restructuring of society with the assistance of ET consciousness. Another person even wrote, I was told the day I'm going to die, June 27th, 2067. The idea that DMT can convey messages about future events is almost too wild and outlandish to really wrap one's mind around, but if there was even a grain of truth to that, that would change everything. That would revolutionize our understanding of space and time and the nature of reality. It's easy and convenient to dismiss these experiences and say none of this is real, it's all hallucinations in the brain. But anyone who's saying that almost certainly has not for him or herself tried DMT. Isn't it interesting that if we ask all of the people who are receiving these messages, who are participating in these research programs and trying DMT for themselves, they're all saying this is just as real as this human lifetime, right? So we need to continue to investigate this. Consider this possibility. If there was a way, hypothetically, for a psychonaut to enter into an extended state DMT experience and bring back accurate predictions about future events, not just once, but in a way that was repeatable and consistent and accurate. This event is going to happen at this time, at this place. That right there would prove that there is some deeper mystery to these DMT experiences beyond this theory that they're all just hallucinations in the brain, right? This is just one example as to how the DMT extended state experience could yield information that amounts to nothing less than a scientific revolution, a paradigm shift, where we're opening up to the recognition that as vast and infinite as this physical universe is, it's just the tiniest tip of the iceberg when it comes to the interdimensional mystery of existence. There is so much more to reality than what meets the eye, and there's also so much more to what we are than this one physical body. And just in the same way that we realize that Earth is not at the center of the universe, DMT communicates a very clear message that physical reality is not at the center of existence either. So I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. Please comment down below. What do you make of all this DMT extended state experience? There is ongoing research in this field. There's a team at Imperial College of London that's investigating these extended state DMT experiences. There's also another organization called DMTX. I actually applied to be part of their Psychonaut team. Unfortunately, did not make the cut, but I did receive this pretty cool patch right here. So there's that. My friends, thank you so much again for tuning in. I appreciate you all so much. Please check me out at intervisionspsychedelics.com. You can also visit me on Patreon to support this work. It means the world to me. Thank you so much, and I'll see you back here very soon.